And welcome back to the channel. Look at this, what we're having, another golf cart battery. And what's pretty cool about this one, I'll show you. It's a 48 volt lithium iron phosphate 100 amp hour battery, not the typical 51.2 volts. Let's get started with this video. And what's pretty special about this one, it's that this one is not in the configuration with 51.2 volts, it's 48. And it comes as a golf cart battery, or at least it advertised as one. And of course you can use it whatever you want to use it for in the meantime, so that's totally up to you. And that means what you can see here is also what you will get. So when you look at it, you have the battery itself right there. I have already connected and charged up the battery. You will get a display which is different than other displays, and I can tell you already very interesting, I don't know if it's a feature, they call it feature probably. I would call it something interesting. They have a manual and they have a charger specifically for 48 volt charging, and it only goes up to 54.75 volts. It's a 10 amp charger. I have to say it is not auto rated. Just that you're aware of this. So however you want to install this in your golf cart, you have to be aware of that you cannot leave it exposed to all the environment, like rain, dust, all those kind of things. But regardless, that's what is in the box. Let's talk about specification really quick, because this battery, they say it's a fully enhanced 10-year lifespan, 5-year solution. I don't know what that means, what solution means. Probably a responsive service team in this case, maintenance free. It's grade A cells, that's what they advertise it with. 200 amp continuous discharge possible, up to 340 amp 10-second peak discharge, fast charge. We only have a 10 amp charger, so up to you. High energy density, that's probably true. Then it does come with overcharging, over discharging protection, over current voltage protection, high and low temp protection, short circuit protection, real-time battery status monitoring, which is this one, and an app, Bluetooth. And auto cell balancing, and that is important, that it does balance itself automatically. And here are the dimensions, and of course it also comes with those bolts up here I made, and the weight as well, because it's usually pretty heavy. And when I try to think, man, they have their own app, so I want to open that one. After looking at the specification, I would say we'll do a capacity test. I'll get it ready, installed, and if you want to install it properly, up there's a video for the RXV. I've done a full installation. It's pretty much the same. This battery has a different form factor, so you might want to use the strap they provide with it, which I will be using as well, because I will strap it up here. I have everything set up that I can basically connect it right up there. Pretty nice and neat. And then we'll see how this one performs actually in comparison, especially with the 51.2. I think that's the most interesting everyone is questioning here. So let me set this one up, connect it. Alrighty, here's the capacity test. I want to highlight a few things before we start. So I've been using the 10 amp battery charger, which is included, just to make sure this one works properly. We will double check now in the app what's the state of charge, because I had to do a couple iterations already with charging it to full before I can start a capacity test. So that means we'll start the app, Clouds Power. You can see it's already here. So going to the main screen dashboard. And I have concerns about the full state of charge, but I reached out to the manufacturer. I wanted to make sure, hey, I feel like your cells are not balanced. So I'll show you, I'll turn on the charger. We'll let it charge to full. It's at 50.4 volts. I want to show you the cells at the same time here. I charged a couple of times and tried to let it balance. So right now, as you see the difference here, upper corner, 0.058. So here we are. We are prepared for the capacity test. That means you can see here, whoop, battery 48 volt, and we can see we have almost fully charged. Oops, sorry. And we've almost fully charged it here. I mean, not almost. It is fully charged. All right, it's below. Oh shit! I don't want to damage the cells too much, but I'm wondering where the under voltage protection kicks in. I don't know if it has one, but 37.5, I believe. That's where my inverter will stop them. This is the app I want to show you, and you can see also the current we're drawing. So this will be very good and informative, hopefully, for everyone, because I'm now driving. And there's some draw already, so you will see how it goes up. Sorry again about this one. Oh, looks like we're getting some good traction. Let's see how much we can get this time. Beep, 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 beep. Getting back. So, tested a battery, drove around with it, did a capacity test. I hope you saw what it's capable of, especially when driving it, and you saw it's around, it can push out over 200 amps if needed. Still, there's no shortcoming in that part because the BMS is capable of doing that. But it didn't feel like that it was missing a lot because this golf cart with 48 volt goes quick, can go fast, and can demand a lot of power. That's pretty cool to see. I love it. That's why I really like it. So we would install this battery for sure. One thing I want to mention is, especially with this display, because this display is always on. So keep that in mind, and as soon as you've connected it, it's always on. One thing to note with this one, it will stay always on until you are below 20% of the battery capacity. Unless you're below 20% of state of charge of this battery. Because what happens then, after 24 hours of staying that, not discharging or charging anything, the battery will go into a sleep or standby mode, and you can't pull more energy out of this battery to protect itself and the cells, which is good. It's a new approach. I haven't seen this so far. But it also means that you need to plug in a charger, otherwise you cannot activate this battery back and could use the remainder 20%. So whenever you have a break, 24 hours or more, keep that in mind. That can happen, and happened to me actually, and I was surprised that the display was off at that point. Otherwise, this display is illuminated. It's always on. There's no touch, no swiping, nothing. It's just showing you, as I mentioned, the overall voltage, state of charge, and below in or output in amp. That's all what it shows. And that's pretty much it, but it's sufficient, right? Alrighty, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this. Since I'm not installing this one, but I certainly pointed out there is a video out there how to install it. I hope this helps you. Let me know if this is sufficient for you going forward. I'm looking for 36 volt batteries at the moment more, because video out there just released one with the TXT, which is a 36 volt version, and I might go also the route to get a new motor and controller at one point, so I'm looking for that one if there's something more powerful going forward. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like it, subscribe it if you want to stay up to date with my channel. Thanks for watching. Cheers!